It is a nice day for a flight, clear skies and light winds like on September 11, 2001. We are using Microsoft 2004 Flight Simulator with the PMDG 747 Flight Simulation Queen of the Skies. This is the most realistic and detailed consumer jet simulation available. The 747 is bigger than the 767, but both aircraft are very large wide-bodied jets with very similar flight envelopes. If you lose control of any of the control surfaces, your aircraft is basically out of control. The ailerons, when used with the elevator, can lift one wing of the plane up or down and change direction horizontally. The rudder is used to move the nose of the aircraft left or right at low speeds. The elevator, the most important control surface, is used to deflect the airflow upwards or downwards, and so move the nose up or down, and allow the aircraft to ascend or descend. Watch what happens to the elevator in this test when the aircraft exceeds its design maximum sea level speed. The PMDG 747 simulation is completely realistic and immensely detailed in every respect. All of the systems of a large jet are simulated. Like in a real jet, the pilot can access information about any of the aircraft's systems by bringing them up in the ICS window. This level of detail and realism is not built into the standard Microsoft Flight Simulation aircraft. PMDG 747 also has a fully working terrain avoidance and collision system, or TCAS for short.
TCAS system test OK.
And fully working navigation and radio systems. All of this attention to detail is matched by an equal attention to realism in terms of what a large jet is capable of. It also has a fully working flight management computer, or F.E.M.A for short. I programmed this computer and input the flight data for today's flight, including waypoints and jet airways. The computer has also worked out the takeoff speeds, V1, GR, and V2, which are based on the weight of the aircraft. You will hear these being called out by the F.E.M.A when we take off. Like in a real jet, the overhead panel is where the pilot interacts with and monitors the aircraft's systems. In this simulation, all switches are clickable. All systems are modeled and can be accessed. This is the virtual cockpit view. The position of the stick is important. When it is fully pushed forward, the nose of the aircraft should go down, and the aircraft descend. We will discuss this later. The airspeed of the aircraft and altitude of the aircraft are displayed in red at the top of the window. I will enlarge these because they are the important factors in this test. Stick fully forward, elevator in down position, deflects air downwards, and plane descends. Stick back, elevator in up position and plane ascends. OK, take off. Delta throttle engaged. Because the F.E.M.A has been programmed, the pilot just needs to engage the takeoff and go around button to power up the engines, and they will automatically go to their predetermined thrust setting. Brakes off. Flaps have been set to 20. Now listen for the V speeds. GR is the correct rotation speed. Pull back stick and nose goes up.
V1. Rotate. V2.
V2. In the air. Gear up. Auto throttle off. Manual control of thrust setting. Flaps up to 0, so there is no extra lift generated. You will see the speed, in knots, in the right hand corner, enlarged, and the altitude in feet, in the left corner, enlarged. First, we are going to fly at about 1,000 feet and below 300 knots and see how the elevator reacts. Stick fully forward, elevator down, plane descends. Stick
Too
fully
low
back,
terrain.
elevator up, plane ascends.
Too low
Stick in
terrain.
middle, level flight. The aircraft
Too
is
low
within its
terrain.
normal flight parameters for its speed relative to its height. Near 300 knots, the elevator starts to not respond. Too much lift is being generated by the wings, and we cannot get the nose to pitch down and the aircraft to descend. Over 300 knots, at 320 knots, the stick is fully forward, the elevator is deflecting the air downwards, but the plane is going up, instead of down. The elevator no longer works. The plane is uncontrollable. We cannot fly level. You can see the elevator fully deflected down, stick forward, but the aircraft going up. We are above the design max speed for this large jet at sea level. This is at 320 knots, or about 360 miles per hour. The plane is uncontrollable.